back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm MUAriana. If you're not, you already knew that. Today's video, we are reviewing the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Yes! So I got my hands on this palette. This is the only Huda Beauty palette that I own because this was $67 plus tax. And best believe I did not pay for it myself. So this was an anniversary present for me by my boyfriend of 4 years. 4 years. So I am going to be doing swatches for you guys, and I'm also going to be doing a whole eye makeup look. I did my whole face already, so we're just going to get straight into it. So yeah, so I'm going to show you what this looks like if you've been living under a rock and you don't already know. This is the Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. And these are the shades inside. So this palette is very purple, very like galaxy. I have no idea how to describe this. I'm not good with words. So everything is very purple, and it just looks so purple to me. But it is very, very pretty. There are some blue tones in there, some teal, some like sparkles. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some swatches for you guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and try this out on my eyes.
Okay, so first things first, please don't pay any attention to my nails. I know they're crusty, and my swatch shots are kind of bad. I didn't know that half my hand was not in the shot. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and swatch these Huda Beauty shades. So what I have to say about these are that they are very pigmented. The shimmery shades have a really great payoff, and the matte shades are very pigmented as well. I really like the shades and the color family that they chose for this palette. Everything just goes together so well. I will say that some of the matte shades in the palette do come off a little bit more purple than they look in the pan. So I tried to put some of them on my eyes and they came off as more purple than I thought they were going to be. I think my favorite shade in this palette has to be this shimmery shade right here. It just looks like fire to me. It's like it has like pink, red, and like orange reflex, and it's so pretty. So this is the end of my swatching. Overall I think these shades are really pigmented. They are very good quality. The shimmery shades are very creamy, and the matte shades are very there. So comment down below on which shade you guys like the most. Mine again is the pink one that looks like fire. That one right there. You go ahead, leave your comment, drop your comment, let me know.
So I'm gonna create this eye look. I'm keeping it simple, and I wanted to do something that isn't really like a cut crease, or because I feel like all that I do, or like everything that I do that I want to incorporate multiple colors with, is a half cut crease or a cut crease, or like a basic smoky eye with like 3 blended colors. So I'm just gonna be doing this simple look, but I still only use 3 colors. Go ahead and create this look. So I'm first taking the shade Momentum, which is this shade right here. It is like a whitish cream shade, and I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone with this shade. So I actually did prime my eyes with some concealer and some concealer and powder, so I'm just gonna put that on at the top just to highlight my brow bone. Honestly, I feel like I have used this palette twice already, and I feel like all the shades in here just translate to purple like after you put them on. So like even the shades that don't look purple, they come out purple on my eye. Like I don't know if you can see, but there's like a purple, like there are purple tones in the shade. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Libra. Whoa! I'm gonna take the shade Libra right here, which is like a really pretty purple shade, and I'm gonna put that over my entire lid. So I'm just gonna take it on my brush, and I'm just using this fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna put it right there and just blend it out. So this one is like a really bright lavender purple shade. It's like almost like a neon purple. So I'm just gonna blend that out on my entire eye. Alright, so we're just gonna put that over my entire lid. And I'm blending it in all the way up toward the last shade I put on. So I'm just gonna put more and just build the color a little bit. Honestly, off the bat, these are really pigmented. I do feel like they're a little bit powdery. Like when I dip into the pan, it does leave a little bit of a mess in the actual palette. So I do feel like there would be like a little bit of fallout when you put this on your eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and deepen it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take this shade Crash right next to Libra, and it is a little bit darker, but I do see purple tones in there as well. So I'm gonna put this in my crease just a little bit, just to deepen that up, and just to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm putting this on top of Libra, and I feel like it's actually making it lighter, which is weird because it looks darker in the pan. So I don't know. Okay, it does look darker actually, but like when you put it on initially, it looks like it's making the shade lighter. I'm gonna put a little bit more Libra on my actual lid. Alright, and then I'm just gonna wing out the shadow just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the corner part. So I'm gonna take this angled brush right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and dip it into some concealer that I have. If you want to create this look, I suggest using like a really precision angled brush to create the line, because this one was a little bit difficult and it did come out a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be. But I'm just going to create the line going right by my natural crease, and then we're just going to wing it out. So I'm going to take a little bit more concealer and go ahead and make the line. Okay, that's cute, that's cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade Ultraviolet, which is the purple shimmery shade. It looks blue right here. It's purple, the purple shimmery shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over that whole line with the same brush. So I feel like when I do pick it up, it just creates like such a mess. Like it really digs into the shade in the pan, and it just creates like a whole mess inside. But I guess that means it's very pigmented, so you just can't win. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right over the line. I feel like I really have to smear it on for there to be like some payoff. Just in this little line here. Alright, that's cute. So I'm just going to take the opposite side of this brush. It's like a flat brush, and I'm just going to go in again with Libra, and I'm just going to clean up the beginning of the line, just right under it, just around it, just to make it look a little bit more skinnier, because I feel like it's a little bit thick in the beginning. Alright, so now we have our initial line. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Super Moon, which is this white shimmery shade here, which I feel like will look really pretty. And I'm going to use that as a topper for the other purple shimmery shade at the beginning of this line. See what I'm saying? Like, I just dipped into this shade, and it's just like coming out. Like it's just like mashing up the shade in the pan. So I feel so sad about this, but I need my pigment. So I'm going to take the white and I'm just going to put it right on top of the purple in the beginning of the line. I'm going to mix these two together just to lighten it up and make it look a little bit like holographic. And I'm just going to take it to the inner, just to like the middle of the lid. So we're staying at the inner corner with this white shade, and there we go. So I feel like that created some like contrast, and I'm just gonna clean it up with this, with the other side of this brush, just to make the beginning of the line look a little bit more skinny. And I'm just gonna wipe away the fallout. So I'm gonna take my powder brush and I'm just gonna wipe my face, just really lightly, just flick it off of my skin. That's it for the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some liner. So I'm gonna be using my Huda Beauty Life Liner. I also have a video reviewing this life liner as well if you guys want to go check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a wing with the liner. So shade Cosmic, which is like a pink shimmery shade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my inner corners just to say that I used a little bit more shades than I did. So I'm gonna take like a little bit more of a dense brush and I'm just gonna pop that right in my inner corner just to add some highlight. And the shade is pretty. I like how it's shimmery, but it also has like pink reflex. Go ahead and put on some lashes and mascara, and I went ahead and put on some lashes. I kept it a little bit simple because this look is simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of shadow under my eyes, just to, because why not. So I'm gonna take this shade Off Balance right here. Honestly, I feel like they all look the same when I show them in like little clips. So like I'm gonna take this shade Off Balance with just a little bit more of like a pinkier shade than purple. So I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash line and just dust it under here. Alright, ooh, that looks nice, wow. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off the look. Some lips, so I'm going to take my Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Joyride. I just also recently got this. I've been dying to get this and I'm so happy I bought it. So this is the shade Joyride, and I'm not going to be putting on any lip liner because you don't need lip liner with this. And I really do like this shade as well because it's like a really pretty nude. Oh no, pretty nude. And it just, I feel like it also has purple tones in it, so it works with this look really well. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yes, I feel very, very done. I'm good. It looks so nice. Alright, so this is the finished look. This is my eye makeup. I'm very happy with this, the way that it came out. What I do have to say about the palette. So overall, I really like the shades. I think that they're very pretty, and I like, what the heck? The shades are really pretty. I really like how the palette is different from like most of the palettes out here. I feel like a lot of the palettes are all like the same colors when they launch, but these shades are really nice. I like how they all go together. They're very in the same color family, so you can just do whatever you want and it'll always look good. I'm talking about the quality of the shades. I do feel like they are very pigmented. I didn't usually like prime my eye the way that I do when I want my shadow to really pop, and I feel like the payoff is really, really nice. I feel like you can tell that I'm wearing purple eyeshadow, and it's just a really pretty colors as well. And the shimmer shades are very nice. They are very pigmented and you can definitely see them. The matte shades, the payoff is great as well. The only thing that I have to say about the palette is I just don't like how when I'm trying to pick up the product, it does like butcher the shade, like the actual eyeshadow in the pan. Like if you can see, like from my swatches, like this one got a little bit damaged, this one is kind of dug up too, and this one especially is just ruined. um it's just kind of saddening because it, like, the palette was so much money. I don't want it to look like shit, but I really actually like the shades and the actual payoff and the pigmentation of the shades. I think that the palette is overall really good. The price is really up there, but it's Huda Beauty, so like it's to be expected from her brand. So I went ahead and bought this because I wanted to try it out, and I actually really do like these shades. There's nothing really I can complain about this palette. The only thing is just like there's a little bit of fallout because they are a little bit powdery, and the creaminess of the shimmer shades will make the actual shade in the pan get dug up. I said this all already. I also feel like I did use this palette like twice before this, and I was trying to create something, and I feel like the shades that I was picking up always translated to purple. Like some of these shades I don't really expect to be purple toned, but after you put them on the eye, there's purple there. So everything that you can do actually with this palette is going to be purple, except for the two teal colors in the palette and then like the gold shimmer shades, but there are definitely like pink reflects in them. So if you guys like purple, or if you don't like purple, then that is something to keep in mind with this palette. I do feel like honestly though, but it is very pretty. The purple shades and like the execution of it and the idea behind this palette is really great. So that is one thing to keep in mind if you're going for purple or you need something purple, and this palette is definitely gonna be what you can go to for that. So overall, I really do like this palette. I am so glad that I bought it. So stay tuned for my next video on me creating a whole bunch of looks with this palette, because I love to do those kinds of videos where I just buy like one palette and I create a whole bunch of different looks on them, just to give you guys like inspiration. So if you guys are looking forward to that, if you guys would like to see that, like this video, don't forget to leave a comment down below on if you got this palette, or if you think it's overpriced, or if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!